Look around you. Open your eyes. The world you think you know, it's already gone. The middle class, the safe little bubble your parents sold you on, it doesn't exist anymore. It's an illusion for the weak. You either get rich or you stay broke. Period. There's no soft landing. No magical safety net. No fairy tale ending where everybody wins. Those days are over, and if you don't realize it now, you're going to get crushed under the boots of the men who did. They taught you to dream small. They told you a 9-5 was honorable. They told you that if you just worked hard, kept your head down, maybe smiled at your boss enough, someday you could retire with a gold watch and a pat on the back. Lies. All of it. The truth is savage. You work to make someone else rich while your life ticks away one miserable paycheck at a time. Meanwhile, the real killers, the ones who understood the game early, they're stacking cash, buying freedom, and laughing at the ones still trapped in the matrix. You feel it, don't you? That frustration when you look at your bank balance. That anxiety creeping into your gut when rent is due, when bills pile up, when inflation eats your money alive, and you realize you're running faster but staying in the same damn place. You tell yourself you're getting by, but deep down you know it's a lie. Getting by is just another way of saying you're slowly drowning and pretending it's fine. Wake up. The rich are getting richer at a speed you can't even comprehend. They're playing a different game, one built on assets, leverage, network, and ruthless execution. Meanwhile, the average man is still playing with monopoly money, thinking a raise of 3% is a victory while the cost of living rises 10% every year. You're bleeding out slowly, and you call it normal. Understand this, you will never save your way to wealth. You will never work your way to freedom on a wage. You will never find safety in a world that rewards savagery, not softness. The only real safety is power, and power only comes from wealth. Period. Money isn't evil. Poverty is evil. Poverty is evil. Poverty makes you weak. Poverty makes you desperate. Poverty strips you of your pride, your choices, your dignity. Money gives you options. Money gives you freedom. Money gives you power to say no. When they try to chain you, silence you, break you. You either take this personally or you stay broke. You either light a fire inside you right now or you die as another number on a spreadsheet, forgotten and used. No one is coming to save you. No government, no boss, no friend, no family member. Only you can save yourself. Only you can flip the switch and decide right now that enough is enough. No more fear, no more delay, no more cowardice. Get rich or stay broke. Stop thinking you have time. Stop thinking someday it'll magically work out. That's a child's mindset. Men move now. Winners act now. Killers decide now. You're either stacking assets or stacking regrets. You're either building an empire or you're building excuses. And understand this too, the window is closing. AI is replacing jobs. Automation is eating industries alive. The global economy is tightening. Soon, there will be only two classes, the owners and the owned. Which one are you going to be? Still clinging to hope? Still crying for fairness? Still praying for a system to be a more kind? Or are you going to harden the FCK up, unleash your potential, and take what's yours? I don't care about your sob story. I don't care about your sob story. I don't care about your tough background. No one does. Winners are born from chaos. The savage ones use their pain as fuel. They turn broken homes into war rooms. They turn heartbreak into ambition. They turn nothing into empires. They get rich because they refuse to stay broke. This is your wake-up call. This is your wake-up call. This is the slap in the face you needed. You can either scroll away and sink deeper into the pit, or you can get angry, real angry, and build the life you deserve. Get rich or stay broke. There is no middle class. There is no safety. There is only now. Move or die. Choose. If you're tired of being weak, tired of being broke, tired of feeling powerless, hit that subscribe button, lock in, and level up with us every single day. The savage ones are building empires. The weak ones are making excuses. Choose your side wisely. You are not broke because of bad luck. You are broke because you are undisciplined. You are broke because you are soft. You are broke because you have accepted it. There's no magic. There's no secret conspiracy against you. Every single day, you make decisions. What to watch, what to eat, who to listen to, how to spend your time. And those small decisions have stacked up into the miserable financial reality you're living right now. Think about it. You waste hours every week scrolling through garbage on your phone. Watching memes, drama, gossip. Hours you could have used to learn skills, to study the markets, to network, to build side hustles. But you didn't. Why? Because deep down, comfort matters to you more than freedom. Dopamine hits matter to you more than domination. You chose easy over hard. Go. And now life is hard. You don't get rich by accident. You get rich through ruthless, boring, consistent action. You get rich by saying no to garbage, no to distraction, no to weakness. You get rich by treating your time like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Every second you spend not moving closer to wealth, you are choosing poverty. And poverty is not just financial. It's mental. It's emotional. It's spiritual. Poverty infects every part of your being. I hear it all the time. But I don't know where to start. But I don't have resources. But I didn't have rich parents. Cry me a river. Nobody cares. Every man who wins had to fight demons you can't even imagine. Most of the winners started broke too. They just didn't stay there. They didn't sit around waiting for permission. They didn't wait to be ready. They moved, they learned, and they got punched in the mouth by life and got back up. Again and again and again. You want to win? Here's a cheat code. Outwork everyone, outlearn everyone, outsuffer everyone. You wake up early, you lift heavy, you read books while they watch Netflix. You build side hustles at night after your day job. You reinvest every dollar instead of flexing on Instagram. You say no to girls who waste your time. You say no to parties that drain your energy. You stay focused while everyone else chases pleasure. And slowly you start stacking WS. Small wins compound. Money compounds. Skill compounds. Confidence compounds. Before you know it, you're playing a completely different game than the peasants still arguing about minimum wage. I don't care what your starting point is. I care about your hunger. I care about your hunger. I care about your discipline. I care about your standard. You want to be rich? Raise your standard. You think winners eat junk food every night? You think killers skip the gym? You think empire builders spend hours binge watching garbage? Not a chance. They live with precision. They move with discipline. They move with discipline. They guard their time like gold because they know discipline today equals freedom tomorrow. Weakness today equals slavery forever. So stop blaming the government. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming the economy. Blame yourself and then fix it. Every second you waste is another nail in your coffin. Every excuse you make is another brick in your prison. Every weak moment you allow is another chain around your neck. This life doesn't care about your feelings. It only rewards action. Ruthless, relentless action. Ruthless, relentless action. So look in the mirror tonight and ask yourself, am I the man who deserves wealth? Or am I the man who deserves chains? Answer honestly, and then live accordingly. You keep losing because your mind is soft. Your mind is the first battlefield, and you've already surrendered before the real war even starts. Before you even wake up, your mind is already making excuses. I'm tired. Saul, I'm break. I deserve a break. I'll start tomorrow. I'm pathetic. Successful men? They kill that voice the second it whispers. They dominate it. They tell it to shut up and move. They don't negotiate with weakness. They declare war on it. Every single day. Understand this. Winning is mental warfare. It's not about motivation. Motivation is a joke. Motivation is for peasants. One day you're motivated, the next day you're not. Winners rely on discipline. Winners rely on standards, not feelings. Your mind will betray you if you let it to you. It will sell you comfort disguised as a self-care. It will trick you into mediocrity disguised as a realism. It will hand you chains disguised as a balance. It will feed you lie after lie after lie after lie. And if you're weak enough to believe it, you deserve everything bad that happens to you. Here's a real-world example. Every morning you wake up and have two paths. You can jump out of bed and dominate, or you can roll over and negotiate with weakness. The man who jumps out of bed wins. The man who negotiates loses. It's that simple. You think millionaires hit snooze 10 times? You think men who lead empires waste half the day on TikTok? You think warriors who shape history get up and say, I don't feel like it today, get real. This is why so many stay broke, because they treat discipline like an option instead of a requirement. They don't realize that every small betrayal, every I'll do it later, every I'm tired today, every I deserve a break is a cut. A tiny, almost invisible cut that over time bleeds them dry. And once you start bleeding discipline, you start bleeding dreams. You start bleeding respect. You start bleeding potential. Before you know it, you've bled out your entire future. You wake up one day and realize you're 40, broke, fat, miserable, and you can't even tell where it all went wrong. I'll tell you where it went wrong. It went wrong the second you allowed weakness a seat at your table. It went wrong the moment you stopped being a savage in your mind. Discipline is what separates kings from peasants. Discipline is what separates millionaires from wage slaves. Discipline is what separates legends from forgotten nobodies. You don't get to negotiate with your goals. You don't get to sit at the table of winners unless you pay for it with blood, sweat, tears, and ruthless self-discipline. The practical move is simple. Wake up and force yourself. Lift heavy and force yourself. Work when you're tired and force yourself. Say no when it's uncomfortable and force yourself. Your mind is a wild animal. If you don't dominate it, it will dominate you. And if it dominates you, you lose. Every time. I don't care how you feel. I care what you do. What you do. I care about the standards you live by when nobody's watching. That's the real you. You think you're unlucky? You're not unlucky. You're undisciplined. You're not cursed. You're just lazy. Kill that weak voice inside you before it kills your dreams. Raise your standards so high that average people can't even breathe around you. Move like a killer. Move like a king. Move like a man who knows comfort is the enemy. Because it is. Comfort is the devil in disguise. Comfort robs men of greatness, blinds them to opportunity, chains them to mediocrity. Chains them to mediocrity. You want to live a life others only dream of? It starts with destroying the weakness between your ears. It starts with waging war on comfort. It starts with moving whether you feel like it or not. Discipline over everything. Everyone says they want success. Everyone says they want to win. Everyone talks about being rich, powerful, respected. But when it's time to pay the price, when it's time to sacrifice sleep, fun, comfort, and instant gratification, 99% of people fold like cheap paper. Fold like cheap paper. They want the crown, but they refuse to bleed for it. They want to be lions, but they move like sheep. The world doesn't care about what you say. The universe is cold. It doesn't reward intentions. It rewards action. It rewards results. You either produce or you lose. You either dominate or you get dominated. Think about it. Every man you admire, every figure you look up to, every winner you idolize, they didn't get there because they wished harder. They didn't sit around journaling their dreams while binge watching Netflix. They worked. They outworked everyone. They paid the blood price without whining, without crying, without seeking validation. I see it all the time. Men saying, I'm grinding, I'm hustling. But when you look closer, they're playing. They're pretending. They're working 2 hours and patting themselves on the back like champions. Meanwhile, real winners are putting in 10x the effort, moving in silence, stacking wins in the dark. Here's a real-world example. In the business world, you'll see 2 types of people. Person A sets up a Shopify store, runs 2 Facebook ads, and quits after a week because they didn't make $1 million. Person B stays up until 3 a.m. every night learning copywriting, studying sales psychology, testing ads, losing money, tweaking strategies, building again and again and again and again and again. 3 months later, Person B is making $50K a month. Person A is broke and bitter. You see it in fitness too. Person A goes to the gym for 2 weeks, eats 2 salads, and cries that they're not shredded yet. Person B eats clean, lifts heavy, trains when sore, pushes through pain, and keeps going when nobody is cheering. 6 months later, Person B looks like a beast. Person A is still fat, still blaming genetics. You get exactly what you earn, not what you wish for. This is the brutal reality that cowards don't want to face. If you are not living the life you want, it's because you haven't suffered enough. You haven't sacrificed enough. You haven't put enough on the altar of success. You want financial freedom? Then sacrifice the weekends. Sacrifice the nights out. Sacrifice the meaningless dopamine hits from junk entertainment. You want to be respected? Then sacrifice your ego. Get humbled. Learn skills. Put yourself in uncomfortable rooms where you're the dumbest, the weakest, the poorest, and fight your way up. You want to be powerful? Then sacrifice softness. Become dangerous. Become a man that can't be ignored. Sacrifice isn't a punishment. Sacrifice is the entry fee to the life you keep fantasizing about. Comfort is the enemy. Discipline is the weapon. Sacrifice is the currency. Every time you pick comfort over sacrifice, you choose slavery over freedom. Every time you pick easy over hard, you bury your dreams a little deeper. If you don't like the results you're getting, it's not bad luck. It's not bad timing. It's because you refuse to pay the price. You think you're the only one tired? You think you're the only one scared? You think you're the only one who doubts himself? Newsflash. Every real winner felt that too, but they moved anyway. They sacrificed anyway. And because they moved when others froze, because they stayed when others quit, because they paid when others refused, they took everything. The world doesn't reward average. It doesn't reward intention. It rewards savages who sacrifice what others won't. It rewards killers who move when it's hard. You want to join the winners? Sacrifice the life you have now for the life you could have. Trade comfort for greatness. Trade momentary pleasure for permanent power. Or stay broke. Stay small. Stay forgotten. It's your choice. So choice. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to force you to win. It's all on you. Bleed for it or lose it forever. The reason most people stay poor, stay weak, stay irrelevant, it's not because they're unlucky. It's because they keep waiting for the right time. They wait for motivation. They wait for motivation. They wait for inspiration. They wait until they feel ready. Waiting is the disease. Action is the cure. You know what's funny? Every second you spend waiting, someone else is outworking you. Someone hungrier, someone angrier, someone more ruthless is getting what you think you deserve. You thought life would be fair? You thought you could move slow and still win? You thought you could play it safe and somehow get rich? Wake up. The world owes you nothing. The universe rewards aggression, speed, relentless execution. Look at the real players, the real kings. They move fast. They spot an opportunity and they pounce. They don't sit there meditating for 6 months on should I do it or not. They trust their instincts. They back themselves. They move. You hesitate. You die. Simple. Here's the reality of the marketplace. Opportunities don't wait for cowards. If you don't grab it, if you don't execute, someone else will, and they'll laugh while they take everything you were too scared to fight for. Take real estate, for example. There's a deal on the table. It's underpriced. It's in a hot market. It's in a hot market. Person starts analyzing, overthinking, doubting, consulting 5 friends, watching 30 YouTube videos. By the time he finally decides, the property is gone. Person B saw it, trusted his gut, moved fast, locked it down, and now he's up 6 figures. Same in business. You see a product trend starting. Person A plans for 8 months, trying to make it perfect. Person B builds a minimum viable product in 2 weeks, launches it, starts making sales, and learns on the go. Guess who wins? The one who acts. The one who acts. The one who moves. The one who risks. It's the same in personal power. You're thinking about starting boxing. You watch highlight reels. You fantasize about being a fighter. You keep planning the perfect gym schedule. Meanwhile, another guy just walks into the gym, gets punched in the face, and gets better because he's actually in the fight. In the fight. Plans don't make you stronger. Action does. I see so many so-called ambitious people who live in this fantasy world where they think everything needs to be perfect before they start. It's weakness disguised as logic. It's cowardice hiding behind being smart. Being smart. If you're waiting for certainty, you'll be waiting your entire life. Winners don't need certainty. Winners just need a glimpse of opportunity, and they move before anyone else has even figured out what's happening. You've got 2 choices every day. You either act or you get acted upon. You either move first or you chase the ones who moved first. The world doesn't pause for you. The market doesn't wait for you. The clock is ticking whether you feel ready or not. Your dreams are being auctioned off to the highest bidder. Your success is being sold to the ones who move without hesitation. You're either the hunter or you're the prey. You decide. Every second you spend doubting, analyzing, waiting for signs from the universe, you are giving your throne to someone else. You're handing your future to a man who simply had more balls than you. It's not the smartest who win. It's not the most talented. It's not even the ones with the best ideas. It's the ones who act the fastest with whatever they have. You have to become a weapon, a machine. Move hard, move fast, move ruthless. If you lose, good, you'll learn faster. If you win, even better, you'll dominate. Either way, you move or you rot in regret. Because here's the truth. Every empire you admire today, every powerful man, every billionaire, every warrior, at some point they acted when it wasn't perfect, when it wasn't certain, when it wasn't safe. That's the real secret. Not fairy dust, not luck, not manifestation. Speed, ruthlessness, action, start now, move now, fail faster, learn faster, win bigger, or stay broke, stay soft, stay invisible. No one's coming to save you. No one cares about your excuses. No one's impressed by your dreams if you never execute them. Get up, move, or get left behind like every other coward who thought he had time. Every day you wake up, you're either building your empire or someone else's. That's it. No in between. No neutral ground. No days off. You think those billionaires take weekends off? You think real kings take mental health days while their enemies sharpen their swords? No, they are obsessed, they are possessed, they are relentless. And you? You think you deserve success just because you had tried hard for a little while? The reality is, your competition is out there willing to die for what they want. Are you? You talk about goals. They talk about blood. You talk about dreams. They talk about sacrifice. You talk about potential. They talk about reality. And reality is cruel. Reality doesn't care how much you want it. Reality only respects execution, aggression, sacrifice, and obsession. You've been lied to your whole life. Society told you it's okay to be average. Your teachers told you to do your best. Your friends told you to enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. And now look, you're broke, you're weak, you're forgettable because you listen to losers. Real winners live differently. They move differently. They wake up with one thought: dominate. Not survive, not fit in, not make it work. Dominate. In the real world, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you can take, what you can hold on to, what you can defend. You want a better life? You better be ready to rip it from the hands of the weak. You want to be rich? You better be prepared to outwork, outthink, and outlast the masses of lazy, entitled cowards who think they're special just because their parents told them they were. This is the battlefield. This is the battlefield. This is life. And only the strong get to eat. Only the relentless get to win. You've got this one life, one, and most of you are wasting it pretending like you have 10 more. You waste hours. You waste days. You waste years. Chasing distractions, numbing your pain, lying to yourself that tomorrow you'll get serious. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die in them. You want to win? You want to live like a king? You want to command respect, money, women, power? Then you better burn your excuses. You better burn your comfort. You better burn your fear. You better step into the fire and stop pretending you're immortal. Here's the cold truth. Success is rented, and rent is due every damn day. No days off, no mercy, no pity. The man who can suffer longer, grind harder, and sacrifice deeper, he wins. Not the man with the most talent, not the man with the best luck. The man who simply refuses to quit. The man who turns pain into fuel. The man who turns fear into power. The man who gets punched in the face by life and smiles because he knows it's just another step toward total domination. You have to harden your mind. You have to harden your mind. You have to weaponize your discipline. You have to fall in love with the grind, the suffering, the loneliness, the doubt. Because those are your true allies. If you can learn to love what the weak hate, you will always win. When they're resting, you're working. When they're crying, you're grinding. When they're quitting, you're doubling down. And that's how you separate yourself from the 99%. That's how you rise. That's how you dominate. Every second you hesitate, you're reinforcing your own slavery. Every second you delay, you're burying your dreams deeper into the dirt. No more waiting, steeper into the dirt. No more waiting. No more softness. No more weakness. It's kill or be killed. Conquer or be conquered. Win or be forgotten. Choose. You're not here to be average. You're not here to beg for scraps.